So let me ask you this. I mean, what's your goal score? And how much are you looking to increase your score? That sort of thing could help us get a sense of how much time you might want to allow.
Yeah, I'm aiming for the 170s. I would like to get a 170. See, in August I would hope to get it by then.
I mean, it requires a lot of time to achieve your fullest potential. And so if you're looking for increases of 10, 20 points or more, then you don't want to try and knock this out in just a month or two.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why I allow, like, hopefully this 5 month period would be, like, the study guide for the 5 month would be great. How do you know, like, since, I mean, I can't judge it off the code test, like, how do you know, like, where you need to, like, jump from? Is it after your first official practice test, like on the study guide? Or, I mean, on the study guide, on the when you have us take the test, I guess I think it's like 4 weeks down the 6 month plan.
So I guess what you're
indicated.
So after you've covered the basics, after you've gone through each section, each question type, and you've worked on them a bit in isolation, then you could take a practice test and get a more realistic sense of where you're at after having gained some level of fluency. So I'd say that might be a good starting point after you've worked through the fundamental section, after you've worked through at least a handful of the workshop videos covering each type. Then you could take what will no longer be a cold diagnostic, but rather simply your first practice test of what will be several practice tests. Okay. And then that'll tell you, okay, well, at least you've gotten a strong foundation, not just the fundamentals, which is like a basic overview, but a strong foundation having spent dozens of hours studying this stuff. Then you take that practice test and you say, okay, well, this is actually a useful measure now, because it could tell me where I'm at and where I might be if I took an exam today. That some people might actually do a real practice test a real full official exam at that point, administered by LSAT, which I still wouldn't recommend because it takes 5-6 months to reach your fullest potential. But a practice test at that point will also be useful to help you ID weak areas that you can target in isolation. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.